Hi and welcome to another 5-minute session, and this time an introduction to glass. And in the image in front of me I can see 6 glasses, and the reason for that is that I would like to show you the common mistakes you do when you model. So all of these have the same material. Okay, so let's go to Blender and see what we have. So I have this scene here and I concentrate on the last glass because that is the glass that I think look the best. When you do glass, if I press render view here, then you can see that right now I don't have any material on it, so it's black. You can then use the glass or you can use the principle. It will give the same result out. So this is the old way and this is the new way, but it will be the same. To get glass, you just press Shift A, go to shader and you select glass here, and then you get this glass shader. You just put it in to the surface and you get glass. So it's very easy. The distribution you up here, that is mostly for a rough. So if you have a roughness of 0, it doesn't matter. But if you have a high roughness, it can matter. Multiscatter GTX gives the more white, and the other one gives more darkness in the glass. And you can see that if I take the roughness to 1, you see now I have multiscatter and it's rather white here. But if I change to GTX, you can see it gets much darker. However, if you work with a roughness of 0, you will not notice any difference at all. So in most cases, it doesn't matter if you use one or the other. This is the default. Index of refraction, that is how much the ray is bent when it reaches a new material. And I'm certain you've seen this type of image here where you have like a pen, and as soon as the pen reaches the surface of the water, you can see the pen get bent instead of just going like this on the surface, and in the water you can see it gets a little bit offset, also a bit bigger. So we are tweaking the rays when we go through material. So index of refraction is a way of telling how much the rays are bent depending on the material. And you have a list of index of refraction on internet in this pixelandpoly.com IOR, where this person has collected for many years different types of index of refraction where you can find everything. And if you want to see glass, you can see it's a lot of glass, but just a normal glass, that is 1.5. So then I use 1.5 in my material in Blender as well. So if you look at the index of refraction, it's 1.5. If I change this, you can see strange things happens. So with this, depending on the index here, you get very strange glass. But 1.5 is what you should use for glass. It's not the same as water. Okay, so if I take this away and use the principle instead, you can see I get the same result. And to get that, you change the transmission. So transmission of 0, no glass. Transmission of 1, you have glass. The index of refraction is up here. So if I change that, which in the principle can't go below 1 if you don't write it manually, but you can take it up. And then you can see get all the changes here, and you should have 1.5. So that is how you create glass. Okay, so why does it look weird on all the other glasses here? Let's go to the normal solidify, or not the viewport shading for solid, not solidify, solid. Okay, so first of all, you need to have smoothen on. No smoothen, it looks really bad. Without any subdivision, it also looks really bad. If you have subdivision on, but you have no thickness, this is just a thin glass, then it looks really bad. So you need some thickness. Okay, you model some thickness by just going in and select outer part and then scale to the inner part and put everything together, and you think you're finished. Wrong. That will look bad. So the next in the list here, not the last one, but next last one, that will look okay, as you can see here. What I've done here is that I kept without the modeling, just using the cylinder, but I added Solidify. So you can see here that I use a Solidify. If I just take this in a little bit more, then you can see Solidify here. And with the Solidify, it looks okay, but it's not totally okay in the bottom. But this one looks perfect. And what have I done? Well, I modeled this one as well, did the scaling, got 2 faces and so on. But the difference between this one and this one is that on this one I didn't change the normals. So if I go in and check my normals, now I expand this a bit so I can see everything again, and then you have something called face orientation here, which shows the normal. Then you can see it's red on the inside, and then we bend the rays in the opposite direction. So we should always have blue when we are bending, because it expects to come from the outside into the material, not from the inside of the material. So we need to change the normals. And then if I go here, you can see I have changed it. So I just selected everything, went to mesh, normals, and then I selected recalculate outside, and then I got this, and then everything works and it looks nice. So these are the things you need to think about. Now I used way more than 5 minutes, but it was a lot to explain, so hopefully you'll forgive me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.